the U.S. economy is facing a make-or-break moment.
Our country's becoming very rich.
Key economic data is painting a murky picture. Inflation has so far defied the worst of economists' expectations, and the U.S. consumer remains strong.
The country feels like it's teetering, on the edge. The economy is staggering, prices keep climbing, and faith in leadership is unraveling. But instead of confronting the crises facing everyday Americans, Donald Trump has turned inward, locked in a bitter crusade of grudges and political revenge. And now, his inner circle is cracking. This week, explosive leaks revealed that Pam Bondi, Trump's own handpicked attorney general, has been privately questioning his relentless push to prosecute former FBI Director James Comey.
My family and I have known for years that there are costs to standing up to Donald Trump, but we couldn't imagine ourselves living any other way. We will not live on our knees, and you shouldn't either.
For Trump, who has tied his legacy to this prosecution, the revelations are nothing short of a political earthquake. Bondi's doubts are stunning. Behind closed doors, she reportedly told colleagues she wasn't convinced the case against Comey, built around allegations of false statements to Congress, could even withstand serious legal scrutiny. And that hesitation comes at the very moment Trump is racing against the clock. The 5-year statute of limitations is just days away from expiring.
Investigation. Comey is facing 2 counts, lying to Congress and obstruction of justice. But former House Intelligence Committee Chairman and current Trump media CEO Devin Nunes told me on Sunday it is possible more charges could be coming for Comey and more former intelligence officials.
Welcome to the Pushback channel, where we bring you stories that corporate and legacy media are too scared to cover. Please subscribe, share, and like. That would go a long way to help us to continue bringing you guys these in-depth analysis of stories that you don't get from corporate media. Now back to the story. So what does Trump do? In a move critics call desperate, he replaces the top U.S. attorney in Virginia with his former personal lawyer, Lindsay Halligan, hoping to fast-track the indictment before time runs out. But even inside Trump's camp, the gambit is sparking resistance. Bondi has clashed bitterly with FBI leadership over the handling of the Epstein scandal. She's accused Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bonino of undermining her through deliberate leaks. Those leaks have fueled public chaos, exposing fractures in an administration already drowning in scandal. And hovering in the background are names like Seibert and Halligan, figures Trump has leaned on to shield him from accountability. But even their loyalty has limits when the legal ground collapses beneath them. Meanwhile, Trump isn't calming the storm. His rhetoric is escalating, veering dangerously close to endorsing violence. The radical left, he declared recently, is causing all the problems. They're low IQ people, and bad things happen when they play these games.
The radical left is causing the problem. They're out of control. They're saying things, and they're really dumb people. I mean, I look at Crockett, I look at some of these people, they're very low IQ people, actually. But the radical left is causing this problem, not the right, the radical left. And it's going to get worse, and ultimately it's going to go back on them. I mean, bad things happen when they play these games.
Then came the warning. The right is a lot tougher than the left. They better not get them energized, because it won't be good for the left.
And I'll give you a little clue. The right is a lot tougher than the left. But the right's not doing this. They're not doing it. And they better not get them energized, because it won't be good for the left.
For a former president to frame politics in such ominous terms sends shivers through a country already on edge. And now, with Bondi wavering, Trump faces not just his enemies on the outside, but rebellion from within. Former Trump attorney Ty Cobb has described the handling of the Comey prosecution and the Epstein fallout as the worst managed disaster in modern U.S. history. For a man who built his brand on strength, loyalty, and control, the spectacle of his allies questioning him is devastating. What was meant to be a show of power is starting to look like a portrait of desperation. Trump has always thrived on intimidation, forcing those around him to bend, to comply, to never waver. But Bondi's hesitation reveals something deeper. the brittle foundation beneath his entire revenge crusade. The image of dominance he cultivated for years is beginning to collapse under the weight of his own tactics, and the clock keeps ticking. Every passing hour without an indictment makes Trump look less like the master strategist he claims to be, and more like a desperate man scrambling to salvage a crumbling plan. This saga isn't just about one prosecution, one feud, or one scandal. It's a window into Trump's leadership itself, a presidency built on bluster and revenge, now consumed by infighting, leaks, and self-inflicted chaos. Pam Bondi's private doubts don't just expose cracks in Trump's circle. They threaten to shatter the very illusion of control he's fought so hard to maintain. And as America watches, the stakes could not be higher. This isn't palace drama. It's a test of the rule of law, of the stability of government, of the future of democracy itself. Final drop in tone, slow, deliberate. So the question remains, can Trump hold together an inner circle already splintering under pressure? Bondi seems to be definitely on the way out. No one can imagine her staying after so cruelly disagreeing with her boss. So it seems it will be rebellion from within that finally break the myth of unshakable loyalty and reveal a man cornered, isolated, and desperate to cling to power. One thing is certain, this story is far from over. That's it for tonight's Pushback, folks. If you're still with us, hit subscribe, tap like, and drop a comments to show your support for this Pushback channel. Stay vigilant, keep speaking out, and never, ever let them silence you. Hold the line and let us start the pushback.